Trust the timing of your life. Your soul knows when it's time for upgradation. You can literally feel it, and sometimes the transition period, or we can also metaphorically call it cocoon phase in your metamorphosis journey, the part that we continuously experience as we keep raising our vibration during the conscious shift of our evolution journey. The hardest thing during this period is to be patient when things are unfolding, because we already released the old version of us, but we not really fully enter into the new version of self. So at that transition process, there are lots of unexpected response that naturally unfold from us that you might don't realize it exists in you, such as confusion of the unknown, or some of you maybe feel the sense of numb, lose direction, unnavigated, or you might feel the need to isolate yourself. You might unfold lots of confusion because you don't really know what's going on with you, and nobody can answer it, including yourself yet, because you're still in the period of questioning the new but not fully getting the full answer of what you're looking for, right? And so this episode is all about that, and I'm gonna share with you one of the concepts that I call Surprise Me Universe, what this concept is about. That suddenly came to me as higher downloads when I did meditation, and in that meditation I was guided to share this to you. My guides know that this is a universal experience that not only me but also most of us experience, especially you that focusing your energy on alignment and evolution of consciousness. Anyway, I already have an episode that explains about this titled Quantum Shift. You can watch the episode. I already shared about what's going on inside of you, but in this episode I'm gonna specifically share about what to do when things are unfolding, especially during the pause moment, what to do about it, how to respond to the pause that life gives you. With that said, let's dive into it. Hello universe, beautiful soul, magical beings, welcome back to this channel with me, Cindyaco. If you're new to this channel, welcome to the Words of Influence community, where we usually share daily supplement that supporting your alignment journey. And on this channel, we usually share about consciousness, vibration, energy, especially my higher downloads to guide and facilitate your alignment journey. Just like nature that has various phases or seasons in their growth, so you're nature. You're part of universe, little not so little universe. When we make human as the center of the universe, we feel like, oh, everything is about us. But when we zoom out and see from the bigger picture, we can realize that human beings only the little finger of the giant universe. So yeah, remember that you're the universe experiencing human experience in short period of time. Just like nature that have spring, winter, summer, autumn, we are human also have our seasons and phases in life beyond the language that we use on a daily basis, especially when it comes to transitions period in your alignment or consciousness evolution journey. As you tune into alignment, you start unveiling what aren't you, so that the true you can arise, unfold, remember, and operates as it's meant to be. But during the transitions period, you also realize that sometimes it feels like I have no words for this phase, because this is something new. I've never experienced something like this before. I don't know how to call it. I don't have a label or name for it. This is something that unknown. This is full of confusion. I don't know what to do. Everything doesn't seem like it happened as it usually be. Oftentimes this period feels like life constantly gives us pauses or interruptions to not doing anything but simply be. Have you experienced this phase in your life already, or you might have some? You can share in the comment down below. Lately, this is one of the reasons I paused more than a month for creating new episodes in my YouTube and podcast channel, because I felt like something strange within me. I felt like pregnant for something new, but the egg or the manifestation itself haven't birthed yet into existence. Something within me wanted to unfold from me. I didn't know what that was, but I deeply felt that I know that part of me, maybe another version of my quantum self, want to take charge as me, but I still didn't know what that was. Lots of pause moment. I thought, oh, maybe this is just a little period of my life, but it came up with another feeling, a sense of bored or unchallenged. I just knew that this is the time for new creation, new transformation that I was wanting to birth into existence. Until there was a day which I got sudden revelation that it's not the divine life or higher power that keep interrupting me along that period. It was me that has interrupted life with my patterns that I built myself. Life is merely a mirror of what's happening inside, of what we carry inside. So I was like, okay, so if everything is me, it's not the life itself. Life is only giving me feedback. I was the one that has interrupting flow of life with my patterns, until I felt that life giving me pause or giving me the interruption as a reminder that not everything is all about mine, not everything is about the pattern that I built, and it's time to like break everything that I already built, not because it's bad, but because this is the time of remembrance. Whenever we lose the mind, we gain the soul, we gain the true self or authentic light arises. And so with that realization, I finally realized that life is an honest mirror that constantly signals subliminal messages that materialized as reality. I have several tips that I can share with you what to respond during this transition or cocoon phase. The first one is when life keeps showering you with patterns interruptions, is divine sign to break your interruptions patterns, so you can allow flow of life that is meant for you in the first place by open for a new and make space for magic await. When you know that it's time to give birth for a new co-creation, imagine it's exactly like being pregnant. When you're dealing with uncomfortable, you feel like something within you want to unfold, but it's not the time yet. You carry that all the way with you along the pregnant period. It feels unusual, right? When usually it's just only you, but this time you carry something within you everywhere you go, and you still don't know how it looks like. You still don't know what it will bring to you. You still don't know your next life after you birth it into existence, right? And lately, during that pause period, life constantly nudging me to delve about subconscious, which the sub is the sublime, conscious is consciousness. So basically, subconscious is sublime consciousness. Subconscious is portal of divine and mundane, the portal of the unseen and seen, the bridge of heaven and earth. Sublime in mundane. Once you know the science of your subconscious, you know how powerful it is, and you know how it affects you 90 until 95%. So what we know all this time is only exists in limited conscious state, which is only about 5% of our mind that we usually use for daily activity in mundane, but the rest is subconscious mind, like when we just woke up and almost go to sleep, or when we imagine something, when we are being creative, when we suddenly feel we lose our mind, or also we can call it daydreaming. That's because we are entering into the subconscious mind, which is the realm of the unseen, quantum, metaphysics, or whatever you call it. We are so often in tune with subconscious mind even without we realize about it. And so when life gives you pause, instead of resist it by forcing it to release soon, imagine you are pregnant and you are trying to forcing abortion or something because you just cannot handle it. First of all, it hurt you and the reaction to be. Second, it's like you breaking the bridge from divine and mundane that were meant to birth into existence, and so you will feel guilt, you will feel sadness later, blame yourself, lifetime regret, and so many things that are uncomfortable for you just because you follow the resistance that comes from your own ego. That's the same thing when it's time to this period. When life gives you pause, allow its phase, and tune inside to answer the calling from the sublime. Maybe the pattern that you've built all this time is like universe want to tell you that, oh, I have something better for you, so you need to allow the old patterns, the old buildings to crumble first so that I can build the garden that you love, because it's meant to be for you in the first place, rather than you build just for mundane sustainable but it's not really serving your highest good and the highest good of all. Second, I know that you must dealing with lots of confusion during this period, so when turn inward, you are actually walking down 18 inches from your head to your heart. You allow your core being, your soul that is connected with your heart, that knows beyond time and space, to speak like what you really want in the first place, why you came here in the first place, what you truly desire, that you are so willing to do anything to birth it into existence or allow it to happen in this lifetime, that we call it life or soul purpose. This is a really great moment for you to come back to your heart, like give yourself the time and space you might miss when you keep busy building the patterns that only fulfills the head, but sometimes we feel sense of disconnected with the heart, and the moment the soul arises, the heart dimension emerge and reconnect with the head. Hey, it's no longer about the patterns that you built, it's about come back home, listening what you really want in the first place, why you do what you do, what you are, all of these fundamental questions that we've missed when we just keep busy building the patterns that we think we know. It's like the universe trying to remind you that, hey, I have what you really want in the first place, and here is the reminder, here is the great time for you to come back home. Use this pause phase to take a vacation. Remember to have fun, to take care of yourself, to love yourself. Come back to yourself. No matter how far, how good you are building, you are creating, you are looking for, everything you want at the end is to come back home to and in yourself. So yeah, I found this pause phase is grace from higher navigation, like navigating you towards what you are meant to be. It's okay to take a break, it's okay to take a pause as much as you need, but keep remind yourself to not allowing that break or that emotion to let you sink into it. Be aware and witness yourself that, hey, I'm bigger than these emotions, I'm bigger than this phase. I know that I'm finite, but at the same time I am infinite, so I have power to allow, yet at the same time you can keep yourself accountability to realize when it's the time to end this period and when it's the time that I think this is enough. You can come back with the new inspired version of you. During the cocoon or pause phase, I found my body like keep resisting me to produce. All I want to do is simply be, rest. And when I merged in silence, I heard, take a vacation, treat yourself, tune inward to realize lots of missed calls from the sublime, from the divine, and you can answer it by listening to your heart during the meditation, during self-reflection moment. So yeah, it's totally worth to experience. I found it so helpful, especially we are humans that dealing with lots of things. When you just woke up, your mind already rewired with all of the things that connected with past, the old programs, such as what I need to accomplish today, what I need to finish today, this and that. And finally, you find yourself full of brain fog, that you feel you are busy, but you don't actually being productive. So this is the importance to come back and merge with silence, because in silence you allow all of this illusion of fog or the clouds in your head to suddenly vanish as you merge into silence. In that space between what you share outside and what you experience inside, you can listen to the whisper of what you always known, what the heart is trying to communicate with you all along. And the last one is my favorite, which is Surprise Me Universe. This is a concept that I got during meditation when I was experiencing this phase. This concept is so helpful because once you allow yourself to surprise you, you are declaring to the universe that you are ready to open for a new and welcome the magic await. There's a sense of trust and peace from surrender, yet also the excitement for new miracles in form of the new challenges that you're going to experience next. And what I love most about Surprise Me Universe is that it also brings a concept of fun, and the sublime message that I also got during this phase is grief not only came from the old version of you, but it can also came from the grief of lineages or generations much before you. That I've shared in previous episodes about quantum entanglement, that emotions are real and you can feel the interconnectedness of quantum entanglement through emotions. Especially if you're an empath, you become an open rider not only in this scene realm, but you can also catch messages, signals, emotions, or everything that comes beyond this physicality. And we are not talking so much about grief. We have only limited information about how to cope with grief. So oftentimes we humans don't allow grief to simply be, and therefore that grief becomes the suppressed emotion that keep exists within you. When it gets triggered in another occasion, then you'll start realize its existence. So before that happens, you can dealing with the shadow work by bring the unconscious into conscious. Anyway, I have one-on-one coaching that will help you with this, to bring the unconscious into conscious, like how to navigate the unseen part of you that you might cannot see yourself, because the shadow part of you can only be reflected when reflected into outside or outer reality, through relationship with others, through communicate with others, through situations you are experiencing, and everything that you call reality or life. And about shadow work, I also have an episode about it. You can check that out to help you navigate that process. When the new creation birth, it always comes with the sense of duality, that you need to learn something about it and another part that you enjoy about it. That's the beauty about the dance of duality, that actually reminds us to come back to the Holy Trinity that comes from the unity. You know, we all have pressures living in mundane. Men are mostly dealing with financial pressure or material things, lust or sexual desire, and then you're also dealing with suppressed emotion or unable to be vulnerable as men, and so on and so much more. Women also dealing with hormone cycles, the pressure of being home taker, constantly nurture your loved ones, yet working pressure all at the same time. We all are dealing with something, a lot of things, the part of being human. The challenge is how we simplify everything. It's about what we respond to what life has provided to you. When you feel life gives you lemon, make it lemonade. We all always have something to choose between what we share outside and what we experience inside. There's a space to regulate choice and for response to operate. So it's always back at you, because the great thing about being fully divine and fully human is that your free will Therefore, every choice you make determines your future, but destiny, fate, or fortune has something to do with you. So remember to allow divine flow in mundane and allow life to surprise you so magically, so divinely. Imagine that the 90 until 99%, the sublime realm of you, is how big the higher power has your back. So in this entire universe, no matter how isolated or aloneness phase you experience, you have the whole entire universe within and all around you. So surprise me, universe. And if you have another tips, you can share in a comment down below. I would love to hear your story as well about this phase especially, or maybe something that you are going through lately that still unknown for you, and you can share your experience together because we are in this together. That's all for today. I'm Cindyaco. I'll see you in the next episodes. Love you.